Giraffes, written by Tracy Reader. Introducing giraffes. Giraffes are the tallest of all living animals. Their name comes from a word that means one who walks fast. Giraffes' names. Long ago, people thought giraffes were a cross between leopards and camels. They called them camel leopards. Xavier is an old Arabic word. It means one who walks fast. The scientific name for giraffes is Giraffa camelopardalis. What do giraffes look like? Male giraffes are called bulls. Bull giraffes can grow to about 6 to 20 feet tall. Male giraffes' legs can be between 8 to 10 feet long, and their necks about 6 to 7 feet long. Female giraffes are called cows. Cows are usually about 2 to 3 feet shorter than male giraffes. Giraffe necks. Giraffe necks are very long, but they do not have lots of bones in them. The bones that are in their giraffe necks are at least 10 inches long. It is these long bones that make a giraffe's neck very stiff. Giraffes have manes on their neck. The hairs in the giraffe mane are short and stiff. Giraffe bodies and feet. Giraffes' bodies are covered with fur. The skin on a giraffe's knees is very hard. The skin is hard so that giraffe does not hurt its knees when it's resting on the stone ground. Sitting down is hard for a giraffe. Giraffes have hooves. Each hoof is split into 2 toes. Giraffe hooves are very strong so that giraffes can run over hard rocks and ground. Giraffe horns. Have horns. The male giraffe has bigger horns than the female giraffe. The horns grow out to the top of the giraffe's head. The horns are covered with skin and hair. Giraffes' tongues. Giraffes have long tongues. The tongues can grow up to 20 inches long. Giraffes use their tongues and upper lips to pull leaves from trees. Giraffes' senses. Giraffes have very good eyesight. Their good eyesight and long necks help giraffes see their enemies. Giraffes have very good hearing. This helps them hear their enemies in time to run away. Giraffes also have special nostrils. They can close their nostrils to keep out dust and sand. Giraffe species. Marcia giraffe, reticulated giraffe, Rothschild giraffe. There is only one species of giraffe, but there are many subspecies. Each subspecies lives in a different part of Africa. Most of the time you can tell a subspecies of giraffe by the pattern and shade of the giraffe's fur and spots. Sometimes it is hard to tell which subspecies a large giraffe belongs to because giraffe groups mix and have babies. Mother's giraffe licking her baby. Giraffe subspecies. Name of giraffe: Marcia, shade of spots, dark chocolate. Baringo, Rothschild, deep brown. Nubian, chestnut brown. Cape, dark brown. Kordofan, chestnut brown. Reticulated, red brown. Some other giraffes. Nigerian giraffes live in Chad. Angolan giraffes live in Angola and Zambia. Thornycroft giraffes live in Zambia. Shade of spots, shade of coat, where they live. Jagged edge, yellow, Kenya, Tanzania. Blotchy rectangles, cream, Uganda, Kenya. Large 4 sides, off-white, Sudan, Congo. Round blotch, tan, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Mozambique. Uneven, smaller blotch, large, uneven, smaller blotch, off-white, Southern. Large square, white, Kenya, Ethiopian, Somalia. Did you know that no two giraffes have the same patterns of spots? A giraffe spot help make it hard for enemies to see the giraffe. How giraffes move and communicate. Giraffes can gallop at 35 miles per hour. Giraffes will walk to moving both legs on one side on their body forward and then both legs on the other side of their body. When giraffes run fast or gallop, they swing both back legs forward at the same time. The back legs land outside the front legs. Giraffes can move as fast as 35 miles per hour. Giraffes have to lower their necks to drink. Because giraffes' legs and necks are so long, they have to be very careful not to break them. Getting up and sitting down is not easy for giraffes, so they usually sleep standing up. When giraffes do sit down, they often rest their long necks on a low tree branch. When they want to drink, giraffes have to spread their front legs far apart so they can go get their mouth down far enough to reach the water. Giraffe sounds. Giraffes make very low grunting sounds. These sounds are so low it's hard for people to hear the sound. For a long time, people thought giraffes made no sound at all. Giraffes make low grunting sounds. How and where giraffes live. Where giraffes live. Giraffes live in open woodlands, wooded grass areas of Africa. Today, most giraffes live in game parks. Game parks are places where people are not allowed to hunt animals. Giraffes' life cycles. Giraffes are mammals. A mammal is a warm-blooded animal that gives birth to its young and feeds them milk. Female giraffes carry their babies inside them for 15 months. Their mother giraffe gives birth to its baby standing up. The baby giraffe has to drop up to 6 feet to reach the ground. Baby giraffes are called cows. When cows are born, they weigh around 150 pounds and stand 6 feet tall. Cows have to learn to stand up and walk as soon as they are born. They drink their mother's milk and start to eat leaves in the first months of their life. Most giraffes live for about 25 years. Mother giraffes feed their babies milk. What giraffes eat? Giraffes eat leaves. They also eat flowers, vines, and herbs. They do not eat meat. Giraffes spend 16-20 hours each day eating, but they can't go for weeks without drinking water. Ruminants. Giraffes are ruminants. A ruminant is an animal that brings food back up from its stomach and chews it again. This is called chewing cud. Giraffes and families. Giraffes live with other giraffes in small herds. Most of their herd is made up of male giraffes, and their cows' herds tend. Giraffes live with other giraffes in small herds. Most of the herds is made of female giraffes and their cows. Giraffes families. Giraffes live in other giraffes in small herds. Most of the herds is made up of female giraffes and their cows. Herds tend to stay in the same place. This place can be as large as 46 square miles. Male giraffes often fight with other male giraffes to show how strong they are. Giraffes use their long legs to protect themselves. When an enemy attacks a giraffe, the giraffe will kick out with its legs and feet or run away as fast as they can. Some giraffes' enemies are lions, hyenas, leopards, and wild dogs. The end.